What's up, everybody? So I'm recording from my phone, which I don't usually do because last night I ended up at the power station. And if you don't know what the power station is, that's owned by Tony Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi's uncle. There's one in New York where all the big wigs recorded out of. Rick Springfield and this band and Pat Benatar. I was at the Pompano one last night. Now, is it a big deal? Not for me. Is it a big deal for Patrick from Yngwie and many other bands, or Dave Spitz from Sabbath? No, it's not. We're just regular guys, and we go in there, and you'll see. Because I wanted to show you some, because I record on my iPad, and I use the camera mic. Now, the camera mic was actually on 0 and was still almost clipping. That's why the voices you hear go very low. Let me see if I can find some stuff in here where I move around. Let me stand up so you guys can see. So they were having issues with the click and stuff. So let me show you from the beginning. Whoops. I'm skipping videos now. Let me see. Where am I? The 10-minute one. Here it is, 11 minutes. Oh, man. I'm messing it up. Oh, first let me show you inside there. People donate recordings and not Grammys, but their records to Rob. It's Power Station's recording.
Power Station Recording Studio. Tony Bon Jovi, New York. What's this one? Power Station. Atlantic.
So you can see everything laying around. And it's one of those things where, they'll let me do whatever I want. Because not because of who I am, but because I'm friends. So you can hear me in there. It's like I can't hear you. So let me show you some stuff. So I ended up moving over towards him. See if I was in the direct line of fire from Patrick. So I move over. Let me see if I can. So I move over into the corner. And that's a guitar player from the Plasmatics, and he's got lions and grizzlies and stuff. He's worked on movies as well with his animals. Like I just cut that off from you guys, so. So there was a problem with the clicks. One, Patrick wanted to click really loud, and I'll show you Rob. So I was saying I could hear the click from where I was at. In the headphones, it was loud. And that was Rob, the half owner of the studio. So, I can't show you everything because they were recording a track that hasn't been completed and copywritten. But as you can see, I'm allowed in certain places, you know. Is Tom going to go into like a studio like that? Yeah, he's been in Blackbird Studios. He's been everywhere. But is he going to actually go just walk up into places like that? I don't know. But that's besides the point. It's kind of... That's Tony Bon Jovi's studio. John Bon Jovi's uncle's. And he just bought a house here a couple of years ago in Palm Beach. He lives probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes from me. $43 million house. So, there's a lot of stuff going on around town. Ted Poley from Danger Danger, where Karen is booking us to do some shows with him. So there's a lot of stuff going on as far as that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing shows with Ted Poley. And I think he's actually going to sing with one of my bands. He's going to do acoustic sets and get up and sing with us as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. Those shows are coming. I can't show you, like, there's some signing stuff in there, but I did pictures on my phone. And I'm going to do a video probably tonight on the iPad that has, I'm trying to drag that, like airdrop it, and my phone isn't taking it for some reason, when it used to do that all the time real easy, and it's not accepting it. So it's one of those things. I just have to go back in there. My wife was using my iPad for some legal stuff, and she must have changed some settings in there, and I don't know what she did. I had it set up, and now it's not working. But there's some studio stuff. I thought it would be interesting in the fact that you guys could see these guys actually in a studio. There's not a lot of footage of like Dave Spitz in the studio and Patrick in the studio, and it was interesting to be in there and watch those two navigate and change parts to a song that somebody else wrote. And he's the guitar player from Plasmatics. Now, he's got like a bunch of exotic animals. He bought stuff from, who is that? The Tiger Lion King guy that's in jail. Like, there's a bunch of people that own exotic animals in the United States where these major motion pictures will actually contact. And he has a lion now that was in something. And his name is Daniel. And I watched video of Daniel. He actually has 4 elephants in California. He's got elephants. I think he said he had 4 elephants, 3 grizzly bears, I think 2 or 3 lions, 1 tiger, and something else. But I don't remember what it is. Very cool guy. I forget his name already because I met him last night. I don't know him, but we got along really well, and he was a really cool guy. And he actually signed the guitar as well as Patrick, and that stuff's in my phone because I filmed it with my phone. Because I was supposed to only be in there for a second, and I did it for authentication. And I had my iPad with me, so I went out to the car and got the iPad and then filmed them in the... They're like, you can record if you want. I'm like, you sure? You know, you don't have a copyright on that. But with the guitar part out and me inside, like, you can hear the control room. Like, I have tons of video. Watch. I don't know how much I can release or show you guys yet. You know, so, like, if I go back here, you know, you can see... Whoops. Yeah. I'll show you. These are all videos, you know, like Rob, that's Rob there. These are all 3 videos per line. So I got a lot of video in there. So it was fun, you know, to go in there and watch them and hang out. And I talked to Rob and another band that's I don't know, they're really young. I guess they're famous. I don't know who they are. But they like, I came out when I was recording inside the actual studio, and Rob said, "Oh, how's it going?" I go, "It's going." And one of the kids said, "Oh, the drummer's really good." And I go, "You don't know who that is?" and, you know, because I thought Rob would have told him, you know, by listening. And I said, that's Patrick Johansson from Yngwie. And they were like, what? You know, they were all like starstruck. And then I told them the Beast from Sabbath was in there as well. And they were like, oh, you know, they were really cool, the kids and stuff. And they didn't bother anybody. They left and everything. And I got I think it's the singer or guitar player or somebody in the band's number. They say, hey, can you look at our stuff and take a look? You know, I ended up talking to Rob for a long time. But I have the video on my phone of the signing stuff. So, like, if I can transfer that and airdrop it to the iPad, then maybe I can show it. Or or when I'm going to do a video tonight on frequencies. I had a very we'll call it a high level conversation of physics dealing with music. You know, all those people you talk about tone chasers and a high C note and frequencies and what makes people sell products. That's all dealt with frequencies. Everything on this planet is a frequency, to metal, to the string. What's a string do? Vibrate. What's it do? It vibrates when you hit it, but there's a magnet in there with wiring that catches that. It's all frequency. Think about it. You're a tone chaser? Don't miss it. It's coming up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out. It was a late night for me. We'll see what's going on. And I got practice tomorrow. Peace. Enjoy.